how did one of the most iconic and recognizable luxury brands in the world, a brand that once defined the British luxury industry, a brand often worn by the royal family, lost its identity and finding itself one step away from bankruptcy. Burberry. We all know Burberry for its timeless trench coats. I myself own a Burberry coat and I love it so much. Burberry's check pattern is one of the most recognizable patterns in the world. Many luxury brands wish they had such a strong, recognizable pattern, one that everyone can identify even without a logo. But all this hasn't helped Burberry. Falling sales, new creative directors, and a revolving door of CEOs have left the brand struggling to reconnect with its customers and roots. Can the iconic brand recover from its missteps, or has it lost the spark that once made it great? We'll try to understand in this video. Enjoy. To understand where the problems began, we need to look back. Burberry was founded in 1856 by Thomas Burberry. The brand was famous for its innovative outdoor wear, designed to resist the unpredictable British weather. Burberry's invention of gabardine, a breathable and waterproof fabric, set the foundation for its reputation. The iconic trench coat, developed during World War I, became the symbol of British resilience and elegance. It was first worn by officers and later embraced by civilians. Burberry's distinctive Nova check, introduced in 1924 as a lining for its outerwear, was inspired by traditional British blankets. The traditional colors of Nova check were black, red, white and beige. Today, of course, there are many different variations. In the 1940s, Burberry began to globalize its brand, and it did so through Hollywood. Actors were Burberry in films like Casablanca, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Wall Street, and many others. This appearance made Burberry's trench coats popular not only in the UK but worldwide. In 1955, company earned royal warrants, becoming an exclusive supplier of clothing for the British royal family. By the 1960s, people were starting to tire of Burberry's beige trench coats. In response, Burberry began producing accessories. The first was a scarf with a Nova check pattern, which became widely popular and successful. So successful, in fact, that the pattern quickly became a visual shorthand for luxury goods. Bags, umbrellas, blankets, truly everything Burberry could make featured the Nova check. Financially, it was a brilliant move. Previously, Burberry was one of the symbols of the UK. Now the Nova check itself became a symbol of the UK, very popular especially among tourists, particularly Asian tourists who were obsessed with the pattern. However, the Nova check began to take on a different reputation. Football fans and hooligans in England adopted as their symbol. Burberry definitely went overboard with the pattern, particularly in Asia, where they even created two cheaper lines, Burberry Blue and Burberry Black. These lines used the same Nova check but used low quality, making brand more accessible to a broader audience. Even today, the Burberry pattern is one of the most counterfeited in the world. At some point, everyone was wearing a Burberry print. It was no longer seen as a luxury or desirable. The tipping point came when the British actress Daniela Westbrook was photographed head to toe in Burberry, even dressing her younger daughter and stroller in the pattern. The Burberry pattern has become tasteless, and they had to do something. In 1998, Burberry hired Roberto Manichetti as its first ever creative director. His goal was to restore Burberry's prestige, and he created three lines: Burberry Purse Room for ready-to-wear, which they were showing on London Fashion Weeks, Burberry Brit for casual clothes, and Burberry London for accessories. Despite these efforts, Roberto's collection didn't resonate. The brand continued to struggle. In 2001, Christopher Bailey became the new creative director. His mission was the same: restore Burberry's former glory. Bailey closed the cheaper blue and black lines, minimalized the use of the Nova check, and refocused on the classic trench coats, reimagining in every pattern and material possibly. He also introduced wool coats, winter jackets and other outerwear. Bailey succeeded in making the trench coat a classic in-demand piece again, like a classic Birkin bag from Hermes or a classic bag from Chanel. They also use a lot of celebrities as their ambassadors, especially British celebrities like Kate Moss, Emma Watson, Adele, so many. After 17 years, in 2018 a new era began with Riccardo Tisci, a former creative director of Givenchy. However, controversy stuck. Reports revealed that Burberry had burned unsold products worth more than $40 million. Tisci rebranded the logo and introduced a new monogram featuring the initials of Thomas Burberry, TB. The brand spent heavily on advertising this monogram. If we talk about the clothes, Riccardo Tisci's collections leaned heavily into street style. It was 2008, the gold years of Vetements, Balenciaga, Gucci. Streetwear was thriving. The shows were dividing into two parts: classic Burberry trench coats and modern streetwear featuring logos, while he introduced formula bags like the Burberry belt bag and pocket bag. There was no significant growth of the brand. Eventually, Riccardo Tisci was replaced. In 2022, Daniel Lee, former the creative director of Bottega Veneta, took over. Daniel Lee brought a new vision to Burberry. He rebranded Burberry again, attempting to make blue the signature color of Burberry. He tried to bring it back from the street fashion. His collections are more colorful. While Lee has released 3 collections so far, public opinions remained divided. In my opinion, I like many of the new pieces he makes. I think they look very modern and stylish, but the price is going up. Burberry used to be cheaper than Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Dior, but nowadays it's almost the same price, if not even higher. Some of the Burberry coats go over $10,000. Burberry stocks keep falling very dramatically. They change their identity so often. The brand recently hired its 4th CEO in 10 years, Joshua Schoolman, who was previously a CEO of Michael Kors. I don't know if it's good or bad. In my opinion, it's bad because Michael Kors is not doing very well. I don't know, maybe they're trying to make from Burberry a new outlet brand. Burberry has also dropped all the FTSE 100 index for the first time ever. There are also rumors on the internet that Moncler is interested in buying Burberry. What do you guys think about that? Will you be happy or not? And there you have it, guys. In this video we talked about the rise and tragic fall of Burberry. We talked about its history, scandals, some problems. Do you guys think Burberry will survive its hard time? What do you think might help Burberry? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, subscribe on my channel for more fashion content. Also guys, follow me on Instagram, Me2Friesman, where I post a lot of OTD and funny content, in my opinion, of course. Until next time, stay stylish.